Finally, a show about you. A show where your questions, comments, and concerns are aired for all to hear. You have an opinion, and we want to hear it. Hosts Mike and Jenn have worked together for over 3 years and will provide you with the best intuitive information they have. This show has no limits. This show has no boundaries. This show is spiritually imperfect. Now, your hosts, Mike and Jenn.
And imperfect we are, Michael, running a little bit late this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody doing out there? Is anybody out there? Oh, there's David.
There's David. Good morning, David. We'll just wait a minute. We'll see who hops on.
Yes. Good morning, Facebook user.
Let me look in the group and see if I can see who that is. That is, I've got to remember her name. She was on my live last night.
Uh-oh.
La Lulu, and I'm trying to think of her first name because she did tell me, and I've kind of gone blank. I want to say Monique, but I'm not entirely sure. So, good morning. Good morning.
I almost said Monday. I'm still in that Monday mode for some reason.
Oh, there's Lauren. Okay. Lauren.
Hello, Jacqueline. So we'll wait for a few people to famous woman with a last name. Lauren. Loren. Sophia Loren.
Okay, right. I was trying to remember. I knew there was another name, and I should have known that because that's my niece's name. So I'm going to be able to remember that now. Sophie. I don't know why I was thinking Monique, but I'll be able to remember now. I see some people coming in from YouTube. We see you. Hello, B. There's, I'm going to say it wrong again. Deleek, right? Deleek. Okay, perfect.
Good
and
morning.
I should know because she was on with us last week.
That's right. All right.
Good morning, Heather.
I think we should just jump right into some readings. What do you think?
Let's do it.
All righty. So
Let's do it.
If anybody would like to come backstage for an on-air reading, you can click the link. If not, you can just put your questions in the comments and we can go that route too.
Is the link up? Deidre, can you throw the backstage link up for us, please?
Yeah, I put it on my page. So if you're watching from my page, the StreamYard link is there.
Okay. I'm going to do that as well. See if I can paste it into the comments here. There it is.
We had an idea to bring like a bunch of people on here and do like a gallery type reading. But maybe we should do that next week with some planning.
Yeah, I think we should. So let's talk about that. So next week, just like Micah was saying, we kind of want to do like a gallery style. So here's your warning. If you want to come up and have a chance for a reading with us in a gallery style, it would obviously be more than one person. Here's your chance to get to know ahead of time. So there's no excuses of I'm not camera ready or again, I'm not ready. So you can get ready. And then hopefully you'll join us backstage next week.
If you have to do your hair, do your hair.
Yeah. Michael's got to do his. He understands how that goes.
Someone's Facebook user is asking about health. We do not do health questions. We also do not do finance or legal questions. Those are left up for the professionals.
Janessa, good morning. I'm glad to see you on. Okay. I want to tell a little story really quick before we just jump into readings. Is that okay? because it's a cool story. It's a cool story about spirit and how we get messages through our mind and little signs. So I'm building a room. Some of you may know, but I'm building what I'm calling a spirit room. It's where I'll be doing readings and group events. And so I've been working a long time on it because I try to bring in things in my space that carry a little bit of energy with them. They elicit a response, an emotion, a feeling from someone. Maybe they bring back a memory. So I have a lot of secondhand things in there, some art that speaks to me, just some pieces. So I'm so close to being finished, you guys. And I was sitting out on the porch a couple of nights ago, just sitting there, relaxing like I do in the evening. And I heard, you know how we hear it in our mind, right? Get the piece of glass. And I had this conversation. What piece of glass? I didn't even know. The glass under the tree is what I heard. And I was like, the glass under the tree? Yes, the glass under the tree. So I asked about the glass under the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And indeed, there's a piece of glass under the tree. So I say, well, what am I supposed to do with this glass? And I see an image of this glass up in one of my windows in my spirit room, and the light is coming through it, and it looks just beautiful. So this piece of glass is actually, I found the history on this piece of glass with somebody that knows, and it happens to be from you know how doors will have glass in them, like this glass? It's a piece that came out of a door that was in a house fire. The door was completely melted, and this piece of glass was salvaged. And so I mentioned how I knew about the glass. And the response that I got back from the person that knows about the glass was, well, of course you did. He said, I walked by that piece of glass a couple of days ago and I almost threw it away. And he said, I was just tired of it. It's been here for like 10 years. I was just, you know, thinking I needed to clean it up and get rid of it. And I said, well, you can't get rid of it. You need to bring it to me. It needs to go in the window in my spirit room. And he says to me, well, you know where that glass came from, right? I said, no, I don't. All I know is that I'm supposed to have the glass. So he told me about the house fire. Nobody died in the house fire, but then he told me whose home it was. And this is the beautiful part of this. I was literally shocked. First of all, that he knew the person as well. This person is in spirit now. This happened to be somebody that I went to school with from a very young age. He was also the first boy, this is so funny, in 5th grade that kissed me on a dare. I'll never forget it. And it was a running joke for us. It was a running joke. Like when we were in high school, you know, even when the last class reunion, he's like, remember when I kissed you at the playground, right? So this glass came out of his home. He passed away about 6 years ago. And so I'm so grateful for it. And I'm so grateful for the message. And the message really was, Jen, put this in your window. And I knew exactly which window because I saw the image of it. And light was playing off of it onto the floor. And the message really was this: when the light comes through that window, it'll be a symbol of, you know, the light is on at home and all is well. So
wow.
Today, I'm out there like cleaning the glass and getting it all beautiful so that I can put it in the window. But I just wanted to share that because it came through as my own thoughts. Go get the glass. What glass? Like I had this whole conversation, but the glass was there. And the glass is very special to me, which is just like amazing.
That is so cool.
Isn't that so cool? Yes. I wanted to share that's sometimes how those things come about. The glass has been in that yard for years. I didn't even know it was there under this tree. Like it had to be dug out of the dirt, which is interesting. So anyway, lots of cleaning up to do today, and then it's going to be in the window.
There you go.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Isn't that cool? I love spirit. And that's how that they can come in, like in everyday life to us. And so I love that. I just wanted to share that.
No, that is a good one. It's, you know, of course, now he's here.
Oh, tell me, please tell me.
Oh, no, it's just, it's like, I just feel like the teasing nature.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. That's what the kiss was about.
I just feel he passed suddenly from a heart attack. That's what I'm feeling from him. I don't know if you know about his passing, but
I do know about his passing. Yes, it was accidental. As in
he's
an
making me aware of like cars. He shows me cars, so I don't know if that was a fascination of his. Like I'm seeing like, you know, the sports cars, the old vintage 70s. Like I'm seeing an SS Chevelle or something like that.
Yes, the classic cars. He loved the classic cars.
Okay. I just feel he's showing me like different pranks that he would do to people. So did you already say he was a prankster? Because that's what he showed.
Oh yeah.
Me. Okay. Interesting. He's making. Do you have a connection to his mother still? Because he's bringing up mom, but I'm feeling mom is probably passed though.
I don't have a connection to his mother.
He's bringing up mom. Interesting. I don't want to spend too much time because but I think he's just here to just like acknowledge that situation.
Yeah, and I just thought it was beautiful.
Extra glue. I don't know what glue, if you have to use
glue.
Oh
God, I had to buy glue this morning. Remember I told you I lost track of time? I was buying glue. I have to glue the edges together.
Okay.
Because it was outside and so it's weathered. Yep. So I actually bought Gorilla Glue to make sure it doesn't fall. So I'll remember extra glue.
That is so cool.
I love that. That's where I was, buying stuff to fix the glass.
So he was there with you then.
I love it. I love it. So awesome.
All right.
All right.
Going through comments.
That's what I'm going to do. Let's see what's
Lorena?
Through.
What should I be focusing on right now? Let me just focus on you for a second, because let me see where I go with this. If you're still here. Are you still here? I just want to make sure before I get into this. I'll just start talking about it, because I feel right now you need to focus more on yourself. I feel like you've been, I feel like you're in a caretaker mode right now. So I don't know if you can validate that for me, but I just feel it's like you need to take some time and step back for yourself, because I feel like, I don't know, I just feel your stress. And I feel like you need to ask people for help, whatever this situation is that you're dealing with right now, because I feel like you're trying to manage this by yourself. And I feel like don't be afraid, and don't feel like you're inconveniencing anybody, but you need to ask for help. So just let me know if that makes sense. Let's see.
Was that for Lorena?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Somebody was asking who, and I couldn't remember. That's what I was thinking.
Nope, it's for Lorena.
For Lorena.
Okay. I'm glad that makes sense for you. But yeah. I just feel it's like I just feel your stress. It's like when I connect with your energy, I just feel like, I mean, you're right here. It's like I just feel like I'm at my wit's end. So with that, I just feel it's like, no, you need to step back, take some time for yourself. And I'll leave it at that and wish you the best. Got to take care of yourself.
So I would like to, Michael, when you said the word caretaker, I feel a mother. I do feel that you were a caretaker for her. She's also letting me know that Dad would have passed away before her. So I'm going to stop there for a minute, and I'm going to see if anybody can take that. Mother, you were a caretaker for her, and she says that Dad passed before her. Also, I would take grandmother with this as well, but very motherly. can wait.
And wait.
No, I got to tell you, on my live last night, the comments were so delayed. I've never seen them that delayed.
You didn't give me the winning lottery numbers, by the way.
I tried. Dang it. So Sophia, this would be father passed previously to mother, okay, or grandmother, and so Dalik, this could possibly be your grandmother. You were a caretaker for her. That part is important. It's also important that grandfather or father passed before her, because she is telling me that upon her passing, there was a question of whether he was there or not, as if somebody felt him, somebody knew, and that it was discussed. And he is saying he was there, that you were right. Does that make sense to you? You were not, your mom was. Was there this conversation? I'm not sure if I'm with you or not. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. It would make sense, as I see her come as mother and grandmother, that you could be the messenger. You don't know if anyone felt his presence. Okay. That's important. So I don't know that I am connected with you, because that's an important piece. He says that she says that the conversation kind of happened around that. And that is validation that, yes, he was, or you would have been there when she passed away also. So I'm just curious if anyone can connect with that. If not, I'm going to leave it there, because that's the message, is that conversation, that feeling was indeed correct. So.
And Dalik, did you want, you had a question earlier about, did you want a general reading? Just hers was the last comment I seen, so.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome, Dalik. I know it's hard when you don't know the information, so I'm just going to leave that there with you, or whoever can take that. So thank you for being open to that.
So what I'm getting for you, Dalik, is I feel like you need to enforce stricter boundaries with some people in your circle. I just feel like somebody's taking advantage of you, of your kindness. I don't know if this makes sense to you, but I just feel like somebody is doing this. I don't know. And I also feel like from this, whatever's going on, I just feel like it's like slowly eating you away. I know more than one. Okay. And that's what it feels like. No, it's more than one. But I just feel like you need to just establish these boundaries with these people. Of course, Spirit's never going to say, do this, 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 and this. But I feel it's like, don't feel guilty about doing this, because I definitely feel like somebody is trying to take advantage of your time. So I'll just leave that at that. I know these are quick, but that is what's forefront in my mind right now. So just pay closer attention to that. All right.
I wasn't sure if you were finished or not.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I get it. Then I'm back to the comments.
You were kind of still like, looked to me like you were in that zone. So I was like, I'm not sure if he's right. If he's done.
That's just my standard lost look.
All right, let's
Who's new here? Who has never seen our show? Who has never seen Jen and I work? I'm just curious. And we love everybody that stops by. It was just a curiosity type question. Delete, also delete. You need to work on your mediumship. That kept coming up too. Put the fear aside because I feel you have that connection. I think you just need to work with it more. So Sue has never seen this. Well, you are in for one heck of a surprise, Sue. So Sue, what can we do for you today? Do you have a question about anything?
Joanne says we are your stalkers.
We love our stalkers. This is the fourth time I've heard about my mediumship in a month. Well, they're knocking like, hello.
Yeah, there might be something to that, huh?
Might be. Yes, Sue, we do general readings. So we can just kind of, would you like us we'll just do a general for you and see what comes up. So Sue, let me just see what comes up for you. Sue, so this is just the way I do these type readings. It might be a little different than what you see with others, but I just connect with your soul and I kind of just ask, like, what do you need to know right now in this moment? And really what comes to mind first is your thought patterns. I think that you need to work on the negative self-talk because I feel like that has held you back in life, not just like now, but I just feel like it's like you have this thought like I'm not good enough or I can't achieve that. And it's like a thought or feeling like whatever these goals are, that's for other people. It's not for me. And that's what, in my opinion, that's what these readings are about. The soul readings is kind of going in and like, okay, what do we need to work on? And that's what's forefront in your energy is kind of, you need to work on that. Just realize that you are the only one that's holding you back. And it's just a matter of changing your thought patterns. It really is. And it takes work. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight. But I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. And I hope that helps. And again, these are very brief.
And this is going to sound really random, but it's what is in my awareness. I don't know if it has any significance to you or not, but it's a bumblebee. And I'm not going to try to feel into it too much. I'm just going to, because I feel like if it does make sense to you, you're already going to know. So what is in my awareness is Michael speaking to you as a bumblebee. Okay. Jacqueline. Here's what I'm going to tell. Oh, you're allergic to bees. Interesting. Okay. There's something about a bumblebee that's just in my awareness. So when he's speaking to you, that's interesting. Now I kind of want to feel into it just a little bit, but we are a little bit short on time today, so I'm just going to leave that there. Jacqueline, should I cut these people out of my life? So I feel like you already know the answer to that. It's probably not the answer that you want to hear. But asking the question already insinuates that your intuition already knows that it's probably not the best situation. But I got to tell you that I also, when I look at that, I feel it as a temporary kind of situation. That maybe just needs stepping back from. And I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you.
And I'll just further validate what Jen's talking about. If you have these feelings, then you know what needs to happen, but you're the only one that's going to take action on that. Again, Spirit doesn't tell us what to do. That's not their role. If you have this feeling, then you know what to do. And it's like, are you going to, for me, I tolerate it enough to where I get pissed off enough to do something about it. And that takes a little longer with me. I'm a little slow sometimes, but that's how it is for me. I get to the point where I've had enough, and then it's just like, it's done. But you just need to act on those feelings. You know what needs to happen.
Okay, let's scroll up.
La Lulu, did we already do a message for her?
Earlier, yes.
Okay.
Michael.
Jenn.
I don't know if it's like the full moon energy or whatever energy, but it feels like it's dragging a little bit. Do you have your unicorn cards?
My rebel deck?
Your rebel deck handy. Should we lighten it up a little bit?
I don't know if you want. I don't know if I want to have fun today.
Am I the only one feeling it though?
Oh, I'm half asleep usually during the show because I don't get up till 9:00. If I didn't have to take my rejection medication or anti-rejection medication, I'd probably sleep till noon. But I'm up at 9 a.m. every day to take my medication.
You're welcome, Jacqueline. And yeah, sometimes just stepping back gives you the clarity. I mean, that you need. So
David.
Okay, so David, they're not unicorn cards. I'm sorry, they're rebel cards. They have a unicorn.
Well, they are. They're unicorn with attitude.
I think we need to go there. Unfortunately, I don't have mine handy. So you're going to have to go there, and I'm going to chime in.
So, David. No one wants to listen to that. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it.
That was your attitude card, David.
Let's see, though. I'm going to mix it up with serious and
okay.
And again, you guys, everybody out there, Jenn and I both do private sessions, and you can book through our websites. And again, because the spam is all over Facebook, TikTok, you all know the drill. We do not message anybody soliciting readings, so just know that. Again, these are like quick sample readings. If you want to spend more time and dig deeper into whatever, for me, I tend to prefer to channel your folks, the people that you have lost. I do guidance also, but if you're going to come to me, I would suggest come to me if you're looking to connect with people on the other side first. We can mix it up, but that's where I tend to focus. I just had to throw it out there. What's that? Or wedding proposal?
I'm just laughing at Joanne. Okay, let's see.
Hey, Joanne.
Who is that for?
Joanne.
Oh.
Get over yourself. Put your stuff together.
Right. Well, thank you, Carrie. Jeanette. Okay, so when I read your comment, the first comment, is there something going on with I feel like a cleaning. I feel like throwing stuff away. Is there something that you're cleaning out and I feel of big proportion? Does that make sense to you?
And Diana, you've been going to the wrong people. I'm just going to say that.
There is something we need to clean out. Yes. Okay. That's what I feel like. I feel like there's some energy around this. Let me look at this card here. So the card talks about choices. It talks about choices and decisions, kind of being put to the test on some things. And I have to take this back to the clean out and of is this connected with your grandparents? I feel like this is connected with somebody that's on the other side. Would you understand that? And I saw that you mentioned your grandparents. That's why I'm asking if that's the connection there. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I got to tell you, the way that it's coming to me is that you can't keep everything, right? And so it's okay. It's okay. The choices and the decisions that that need to be made to make this happen. Also understand that it is an emotional time. You know that. I feel like that's part of what, I don't want to use the word procrastination, but delay on the thing is it feels final, right? It feels done. It's never done. It's never final. The love that your grandparents have for you, that connection, is never done. There's nothing on this physical earth that we could dispose of, get rid of, pass on, not have anymore, that will break that connection. It's never final, regardless of what we have to do to take care of things on the physical end of it. So that's the message for you. And I'm just going to leave that with you, with their love. I know I can feel the emotion behind it. You got this. And when you're ready, also, I just keep hearing when you're ready, when you're ready. Okay. So I'm going to leave that with you. Unless Michael has something else.
No. I guess I just called myself out. Diana, did we try to do a session one-on-one? I don't remember.
Oh, no.
I mean, I have no problem with that. I would definitely like to try again.
You're like, I'm up for it.
Oh,
Let's try again. Yeah, was it a private session or was it on a?
Yeah, we had a private session.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I will definitely eat crow. I have no problem doing that if I was one of those people, but I would like a redo.
I would like a redo. Hey, but let's talk about that. Sometimes it happens and it is the medium in that moment. It was a Google review session.
Google review session. Well, guess what, Diana? We're doing another one.
What is the Google review session? Were they private sessions?
Well, no, I was trying to build up some Google reviews. So I was doing these 15-minute readings in exchange for Google reviews.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good idea, actually. She says, I don't think it's the medium.
No, it is never the client. I'm telling you right now, and I'm being serious as I can, which is very serious. It is always the medium's fault, period, dot. The client is never the problem. You can come in stone cold, turned off, like skeptic to the nines. It is never the client. It is the medium. Sometimes we do have bad sessions, but it is always our fault, period. Sorry, that's just my opinion. And I'm very Italian, which means I'm always right.
Which means I'm always right. All right. I got to scroll up and see who we've got here. Did we already do something for Ariel?
I don't know.
I don't think we did. So are you still here, Ariel? If you are, just pop a heart or throw your thumb in the comments or something and let me know that you're still here.
There she is.
There she is. Okay. I see you, Mr. Howard. What cards do you have, Michael?
The Rebel. Who's this for, Ariel?
Awesome. Yes.
Ariel, do you have a question about anything? Sorry, Jacqueline, I do not predict the future.
Ooh, that one just fell.
See, that's the part about educating people on what this is and what it's not. In my opinion, and I know I'm going to get hate mail over this, the future is not predictable. It is not, because it hasn't happened yet. So I can just speak from my own experience. I work in the now, and nobody wants to know what's going on now to help them fix or give them a path ahead. I find it very rare that people actually predict the future. I know it's possible, and I know I'm going to get comments over that comment, but it is what it is.
Okay, so Ariel, this card, I was reading into it for you. It's about returning to one's roots. And when I feel into it with you, here's the way that I'm hearing it. Sometimes life gets complicated, right? The older we get, the more stuff that we, physical stuff, mental stuff, emotional stuff, all the stuff that we accumulate and we hang on to. This card's just talking about going back to your roots, going back to the basics, going back to even childhood memories, just that simplicity of stepping back into like that innocence, that creativity that somehow gets lost and squashed along the way. This card's just kind of encouraging you to just kind of step back into that space, return to your roots, return to who you really, really are before all of this crap came in, right? It is really, just like you said, taking it back to simplicity. This is where you're going to find your creativity. I feel like you have, you're very creative, and I feel like there is something that you could share with people. Possibly you already do, and that's just going to open up for you when you take it back to the simplicity. That's really what it is. When you take it back to the core of who you are before all the crap and the world told you that you weren't. So that's how I feel with this card for you. So I hope that makes sense for you.
That's exactly what I was picking up. It was old thought patterns inflicted by, unintentionally, I got to add. I feel like, and I'm being very delicate because it's public, but I feel it's connected to your family growing up. Like, I feel like there was some unintentional, like, negativity that made you question your self-worth. This is a common theme today. I'm feeling this for quite a few people. And again, it's releasing these old thought patterns. And those are hard. I mean, we all go through that, right? And for whatever reason, why is it that just the little bit of negative sticks in your mind and all the other positive we forget about? You know, it's our attention's on that one time where someone said, you're not capable of doing this. You know, for me, it was, you're not college material, which I got to admit I wasn't until I went in the military. Then to prove people wrong, I got my bachelor's degree just to piss people off and say, screw you. And now that degree sits in the bottom of my closet.
So funny. You're very welcome, Ariel. You're very welcome. Michael, can I put you on the spot?
Oh, God. Of course.
My daughter just hopped on, Miss Amber. And I can.
You want me to read your daughter on my?
Yes, I can't read for her. And so she just doesn't get a reading. And so if you can, I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you can, I don't see her on very often either. So I'm sure she is open. Look at her. Yay, please. I'm sure she's open for whatever, even just some guidance. Because even if I read it comes from mama, right? So it's not the same.
So what if it comes up that all your problems are your mother's fault?
It's okay. It's okay.
No.
I will own them. I will own them. I'm human too.
All right, we can see what happens.
Okay. It doesn't
Awkward.
doesn't have to be right now either. You can put her in your awareness, and if it comes in, great. Aw, thank you, Amber.
Oh, so
Okay.
you want me to do this right now? Like, she's not coming online, or is she?
Probably not.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood you then. I thought you said she was backstage waiting to come on.
Oh, no.
And I was like, talk about pressure. But yeah, so Amber.
No, she's just in the chat.
Let's see. You're never going to guess where I'm being drawn to. So here we go again. Amber, the peer pressure. You need to just like get out of that pattern, the peer pressure. I just feel you've been so heavily influenced by your peers. God, I feel like a broken record today. But does this make sense to you at all? I want to ask that first before I go any further. Because I feel this is holding you back. Okay. Let's see what else, Amber. I'm going to pull a card too, because that's going to help me a little bit. Because I want to focus. Do you have any questions about anything or just general?
I can see you, Andrea.
I got to stick with self-worth. I got to stick with that because that's where I don't even need the cards. That's where your attention needs to be right now. You know, we all go through this phase, especially when we're younger, where our peers are everything. And it's funny that we don't realize until way later in life that those people that constantly put you down are the ones that have the issues, and they're not important. And I'm going to be very blunt. They're not important. Their opinions do not matter. It's like what I feel with you is just you got to pull the people that are no doubt your friends, and you know truly who your friends are. And I feel it's a matter of just making choices about just, you know, cutting those people out of your life, the ones that don't serve you for your best interest. And it's hard, but I feel that's where you need to start. It's like start just sticking up those boundaries and getting those people away from you. I feel like you have a very close circle of friends and a very small circle of friends, and I feel that's a good thing. So I don't know if any of this gibberish makes sense at all.
So I pulled a card while you were doing that, and this is so interesting because I'm not going to say anything about it.
There you go.
Yeah,
and that's
the card.
Again, it's unfortunate that we don't realize this later in life that, you know, we're all going through crap, especially earlier. We don't know who we are. We're trying to figure ourselves out. So people unintentionally are cruel because they're just projecting their weaknesses and their insecurities, right? But I just feel it's like that's where you need to focus on, because I feel, again, like many that I've said today, that's the theme going through the show today, is you're allowing these old thought patterns to hold you back. Realize the only person, again, that can hold you back is you. So it's about getting rid of those old thought patterns. I just want to leave it at that because I think it could go a lot longer. But that's the theme. Again, I know I sound like a broken record today, but I have to trust that what I'm getting is what you need to hear in this moment, because that can affect the rest of your life if you don't realize that you're the most important person. That isn't selfish. You have to learn to put yourself first and know that you're worthy of everything. Nothing is beyond your reach and nothing is beyond your capabilities. So again, the only person that's ever going to hold you back is you. And I just feel it's like you need to really, it's not even believing that, you have to know that. So own it. put yourself first. Screw everybody else.
That was actually a really good collective message. I really like that. Like some of that even resonated with me. So that's awesome.
Good. I'm glad that the stuff that comes from somewhere makes sense to somebody.
Oh, all right. Let me see what I have here. Sticking. Okay, so let me see who we've got on here. Hey, Charlie, I see you there. Tammy. Let's go up to Tammy. Okay. I was just talking about this today. This is so interesting. This card is proceeding softly. And the affirmation is my inner power grows in moments of quietude. I was talking about that this morning, actually. I was talking about resting. I was talking about solitude. I was talking about taking time. And I feel like this is important to talk about. Sometimes we push and push and push, and we go and we go and we go and we go. And what happens is, let's liken this to building a muscle. When we go to the gym, we work it out to tear it down, right? And we're actually tearing it down. It's in the proceeding softly. It's in the rest period that the growth happens. That is where the power grows. That's where the strength comes from, is in the rest period. So this card is just reminding you that you don't have to go to be accomplishing things, that it's okay to take a rest, that actually growth is happening in that rest phase. You may not realize it because we're so used to going and we feel like we are not accomplishing anything if we're not continually moving. That's not the case. And this card is just here to remind you of that, Tammy. So I'm going to leave that with you. Sorry, that was a long time. I don't know if Michael's like Italian-ish is rubbing off on me.
How's that? The inability to be brief?
Right. I just keep going and going and going.
The only way to shut me up is like to tie my hands together behind my back, because if I can't talk with my hands, I can't talk, which I've been browbeat by Charlie over that. Okay, not the Charlie in the chat, the Charlie I'm taking a mentoring class from.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't like when I do this. He's like, you got to put your hands down, man.
It's so hard. I know. That's why I have crystals here and cards, but then
that don't work. I took a ball. He's like, put a tissue in your hand. That'll help you. So I did. And I was like, no, look, Charlie, I found this ball. So the very next session, I'm like doing this again. He goes, where's your ball? I'm like, oh, it's over here on the counter. So anyway.
All right, Brenda, are you still on?
We got time for one more, because I think we have to go at 55.
I haven't seen Brenda on before, so I feel like we should do something for Brenda here.
Who's Brenda? Where's Brenda? Brenda, there you are.
Up. She's coming in, it looks like from YouTube.
Brenda,
do you have anything specific? We've just got like 3 minutes, I think. Not very long left.
Brenda, I'm being pulled towards your career aspect. I just got to go with, I'm feeling unappreciated. Not me personally, but in your position. So whatever you do, and again, if you can be honest, if this doesn't make sense, but that's what I feel like I need to talk about, is wherever you work right now, I just feel like you're not appreciated for what you do and what you have to offer. And I think it's more of, you need to speak up. So I don't know if that makes sense at all. But these are really quick too.
And here's the card that I pulled, kind of goes along with what Michael's talking about. It says igniting courage. The affirmation, I am strong, valiant, and courageous. It's just an affirmation. It's just a reminder. And it just goes exactly with what Michael was talking about. So if if you feel that changes are made, you have the courage to do it. And again, you're strong enough, valiant enough, and courageous enough to do what feels right for you. Also, I got to go back, and this actually goes back to like the whole theme today. I feel like there's a fear maybe of letting somebody down, whether it's somebody that you work with. I don't know what it is, but you got to make the choice for you. Okay. And we have to not worry how it's going to make other people feel in that moment. Like, I feel like there's this fear of letting somebody down. It's okay. Don't let yourself down.
Yeah, you got to, again, all day. It's put yourself first.
Yeah.
It's like, do you want to continue to be miserable to make sure somebody else is happy? I don't. And again, I know my personality is like, I tolerate enough and I put up with it until I get pissed off.
Right.
And it's just like, boom. So my recommendation is don't wait for that point. If something's on your mind, take care of it now.
You're so welcome, Brenda, and much love to you. So really quick, because we've got to wrap this up, but we were talking earlier, if you missed it, next week when we come on, we are going to attempt to do a gallery style if we have enough people. So get your face ready, get your hair ready, whatever it is that you want to do, get camera ready, and we'll throw a link on. We can take a group of people. It'll kind of speed the process along, and we'll just do a gallery right here with you guys backstage. So watch my page, watch Michael's page. We'll be talking about that. I'll be putting some links out and reminding you. And hopefully that's what we can do next week. I would love to see your faces on here.
Delete if I don't mix up the days. I'll give you a heads up. Same time, 12 o'clock noon next Wednesday.
And so Deidre is just saying, before you hop on the StreamYard link for next week, make sure to enable the camera and the mic device. It's very easy, you guys. You click that link, you follow the prompts, just enable the camera, enable the mic, and then you'll be backstage and we'll be able to throw a group of you on here and do that demonstration. So,
all righty.
That'll be cool.
Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. And until next week, everybody take care. And this has been, what's our show again? Spiritually Imperfect. I almost said no agenda.
Right. Hey, it would go along. It's fine. Spiritually Imperfect on WLTK. We'll be back next Wednesday at 12 Central.
Bye, everybody.
The truth is here and now on WLTK-DB Talk Radio at WLTK-DB.com.